goals have been in short supply recently, and coming hard on the heels of their first home defeat in their new stadium on Tuesday. This is a terrific start with Juninho playing a prominent part, and Fjørtoft and Barmby. And on the scene, in the right place at the right time, was Cox. Liverpool are level. Middlesbrough caught napping at the free kick in the 18th minute of the second half. It's 1-1. And Neil Ruddock, delighted to be back in the side. His header took another touch on its way in. McAteer got the better of Morris, looked up, saw where Ruddock was. It actually deflected off Steve Vickers, but Ruddock's goal. And there's no lead to sit on now for Middlesbrough. Pollock. Here's Cox. Barmby! Oh, Liverpool can't believe it. They hang their heads. Middlesbrough are absolutely thrilled. Within a minute, the home team are back in front. 2-1.
This is Gary Kelly. Look to pick out Yeboah. Oh, Yeboah's done well here. Brian Dean's waiting in the middle. Dean! Terrific stop. Didn't have to leave. Ryan Dean with this near post header. He doesn't score many goals for Leeds, but this could be a crucial one. Newcastle 0, Leeds 1. Barton. Well fielded by Lukic. I think everyone was expecting a ball cut back along the edge of the 18-yard box, and instead Ginola went for the equaliser. There's an opening here for Robert Lee. He teases to Rigo, and Lukic, and Newcastle are level. It's taken them 70 minutes to pierce the Leeds defence, and arguably Newcastle's best player finds an equalising goal. Newcastle 1, Leeds United 1. Ferdinand. Oh, Lukic has dropped it. Bentley! It's 2 goals in a minute. And Newcastle have dragged themselves from behind and now lead 2-1. The goal is greeted with delight and relief inside St James's Park, but Leeds were the authors of their own misfortune.
Blackburn's Graham Lasso was wearing a bandage on his damaged hand at Highbury, the legacy, of course, of his assault on teammate David Batty in that infamous incident in Moscow in midweek. Batty and Lasso were both in the Rovers' side for the match with high-riding Arsenal. Commentary again from Gary Bloom.
Shearer. Useful cross, Newell, terrific stop there by Leeds. Helder. Merson. Oh, that's a save of international class from Tim Flowers. Newell. Shearer. Still Shearer. Oh, and nonchalantly David Seaman carried the shot. Dixon. Good stop by Tim Flowers. Twice now he's been called upon to keep that Blackburn Rovers goal intact. Hillier. a shot, another marvellous save by Tim Flowers. Lasso with a free kick for Blackburn. Good header up by Shearer. Oh, and Newell almost scores. And David Seaman at last has to produce a good save.
Tottenham's outstanding form has lifted them into the top 5. At Stamford Bridge, though, Chelsea were only inches away from an early strike. Eddie Newton, their match winner against Bolton in midweek, hitting the bar from an inviting chance fashioned by Dennis Wise. Spurs hadn't beaten Chelsea in 5 years, and although they had the better chances, they couldn't break the jinx. This was Chris Armstrong seeking to continue his recent goal-scoring spree. The sorcery of Raul Fox was a constant worry for Chelsea. Among opportunities he helped create was this one for Armstrong again. No goals at Stamford Bridge, but Tottenham are still the Premier's only unbeaten away team. Manchester City's former goalkeeper Bert Troutman, the hero of the 1956 FA Cup final, was guest of honour on Saturday as they opened their new £11 million Kippax stand. Rejuvenated City were well prepared for the visit of Aston Villa. Gary Flitcroft and Uwe Rosler were denied a goal early on by a combination of goalkeeper Mark Bosnich and Paul McGrath. City have taken 7 points from the last 9 in their attempt to put their appalling start to the season behind them, and they had a perfect chance to go in front on 20 minutes. Georgi Kinkladze clumsily bundled over by Paul McGrath. But City's captain Keith Curle shot wide from the penalty spot. Villa had chances too, though. This one fell in the second half to Savo Milosevic after a fine run by Dwight York. City regained their composure to create a series of opportunities themselves, and with 5 minutes left, they finally scored the winner. Niall Quinn, the midweek hero over Wimbledon, back-heeling the ball into the path of Kinkladze. It was his first goal since his move to the club from Dinamo Tbilisi back in the summer. City have now won 3 of the last 4 and are out of the bottom 3, much to the relief of manager Alan Ball.
Well, yes, it's been a marvellous month for us. I've got to thank a lot of people. I've got to thank my players, first of all. And I've got to thank the supporters of this football club who've stuck by you when you're bottom of the league and things are not going well. They've turned out, and in some of the games, they've worked harder than the players. And today, I thought we played really well for them. We played some good football and won a game at home, which they enjoyed. And I'm just pleased that they're seeing what we're trying to do here now, and I hope it gives them a bit of heart for the winter to come.
Released from his prison sentence on Friday, Duncan Ferguson was back at Goodison Park the following day. This to a rousing reception from Everton fans, anxious for him to pull on the number 9 shirt again as soon as he served his current suspension. Wednesday had clearly taken encouragement from their display at Highbury in midweek when they caught Everton cold after only 2 minutes. Mark Bright heading in unchallenged from Lee Briscoe. Everton defenders were absent again on 36 minutes. Chris Waddle, the provider this time, as Bright claimed his second. The home side lost striker Paul Rideout after an injury, and despite having most of the play, couldn't find a way through until deep into injury time. A fine goal from Andrei Kanchelskis. Everton were storming the Wednesday goal in the second half, but Wednesday remained dangerous on the break. Chris Waddle tipping the bar. But Everton were level on 53 minutes. The ball turned in by Nigerian international Daniel Amokachi after Kanchelskis had found him instinctively. Everton were pushing hard for the winner. Amokachi's shot rebounded off a post late on as they mounted more late pressure. Final score, Everton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 2.
Yes, you know.
A scrappy contest. Neither side's finishing was sharp enough, although Danny DiCchio for Rangers was unlucky on this occasion. The match finally turned 8 minutes from time, with first Rangers reduced to 10 men by the dismissal of Carl Reddy. The defender, already cautioned earlier, didn't wait for the referee to show him the red card. He was already heading for the dressing room after a second bookable offence. It was a signal for West Ham to step up initiative. They were rewarded with a goal just 2 minutes later. Tony Cottee reviving memories of his more prolific goal-scoring days with a finish worthy of match-winning status. 1-0 to West Ham. Rangers now slip into the relegation places. Southampton had the better of a poor first half at the Dell without seriously challenging Keith Brannigan's goal too often. Indeed, Bolton could have scored at the other end. The Serb Sasa Čerčić almost made the most of Dave Besant's blunder. This was a rare chance for the Saints. Brannigan's defiance depriving Matt Letizier of a goal after wonderful skill from the Southampton captain. Dave Besant was then at his brilliant best to keep out this effort from Scottish international John McGinley as Bolton strove for their first away point of the season. But the one goal that settled the game was scored by Southampton. It came courtesy of substitute David Hughes. He'd only just come on when, with 17 minutes left, the Welshman was first to react after Jim the Jilton shot had come back off the post. It was tough on Bolton, who staged a gallant second-half display. They're now bottom of the Premier. Coventry were gifted a dream start at Highfield Road after a quarter of an hour. Wimbledon goalkeeper Paul Heald punching an in-swinging corner from Kevin Richardson into his own net. But Hield's error was one of only a series of eye-catching incidents on a truly dramatic afternoon. Wimbledon had the chance to draw level on 27 minutes, and the game seemed to be turning their way. A double blow for City this. Paul Williams sent off for the handling offence that led to a penalty award. Vinnie Jones converted the kick to make it 1-1. 3 minutes from half-time, Wimbledon were in front. Steve Ogrizovic made a good save from Mick Harford, but John Goodman was first to the rebound. It was 3-1 just before the hour mark. The goal headed in by Norwegian international Øyvind Leonardsen after Jones's cross had been punched out by Ogrizovic. City persevered though and pulled it back to 3-2 halfway through the second half. Dion Dublin steering the ball in at the near post from Paul Telford's centre. Then remarkably, Coventry had another man sent off. New signing Richard Shaw this time for a second booking in the space of just 7 minutes. But the 9 men refused to give up and their fight back to 3-3 was complete. A headed goal by David Rennie from Richardson's free kick. Ron Atkinson, Coventry's manager, was left a very relieved man.
It would have been very easy for the team to have just folded, but they stuck at it, the players stuck at it, and they've got themselves a result. Not a great result in view of the situation, that, you know, 3-1 and down to 9 men, but they've still come out of the game with a lot of pride and a lot of courage.